Welcome back to my channel, guys. So, someone asked a question the other day, and I'm here to address that question. Okay, in the last video I posted on making yogurt, so someone asked a question. Okay, so first of all, if you are here, can I hear you? If you're here, can you just say hi? Can you say hi? I'm waiting. Hello, is anyone home? Is anyone with me so that we can start? Okay. Okay, I see someone there. You're welcome. Oh, so I'm here to answer a question that was thrown in the last video I posted, okay? So I prefer going live to answer some questions, okay? So what we are making today is yogurt, actually, our bestseller. So someone asked if you can actually mix the milk with hot water before adding cold water. You know, in all my recipes, I actually mix the milk with the cold water before adding hot water. You're welcome. Hello, I see you. Can you drop a hi in the comment section? We are making yogurt, okay? And this is the starter I always use. So someone asked if you can actually mix your milk with hot water instead of cold water, okay? So that is why I am here, okay? I'm here to answer that question, okay? I'm here to answer that question. So I actually haven't done it this way before, but because of that question I decided to practicalize, okay? We are making yogurt, okay? We are making yogurt. So because of that question, I decided to, practicalize this with you guys. Ordinarily, I actually mix my milk with cold, like the room temperature water, then introduce the hot water after sieving. But since this person asked this question, and I saw someone in the comment section, and the person was like, yes, it can be possible, I do it, and whichever way it comes out good. So that's why I said, okay, oh, what are we doing? Let's just practicalize this, okay? So if you're just coming, we are making yogurts, and this recipe, or what we are doing, is just to answer a question, okay? If you've been following my yogurt recipes, you will see that I always mix my milk with cold, I like room temperature water. I mix my milk with room temperature water before I now add in my hot water. So this person asks if you can do it the other way around. I've not done it the other way around before, but someone attested to the fact that it can work, and that is why I'm here. Whenever I want to answer some questions, I prefer to go live so that we can do it together. So I'm going to be making 2 liters of yogurt, okay? So we are going to be making 2 liters of yogurt, and for 2 liters of yogurt we need 500 grams of milk. So if you want to know the brand of milk I'm using, put it in the comment section and I'm going to answer you, okay? So if you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Chef Anna. This is what we do. We cook, we do stuffs. We can give you business ideas and the recipes that you can use to kickstart your side hustle from the comfort of your home. Yesterday we made potato chips. So if you are interested in that business and you don't know how to make it, or you just want to, be making potato chips at home, you can go over to our yesterday's live and watch it, okay? but today we are making yogurts. This is one of the best recipes, or the best contents that usually, people usually engage with in my channel. So today I'm answering someone's question, and we are doing it live. Okay, so as we are making this yogurt and you have any question related to yogurt, ask it in the comment section. So for 2 liters we need 500 grams of our milk. And if you want to know the brand of milk I'm using, drop it in the comment section. Okay, so 500 grams of milk, we have 490, we just have 10 more to go, 10 grams to go. Okay, my plate is already full, but we are going to measure it. Okay, this we have 500 grams. Okay, so 500 grams of milk is what you need for 2 liters of yogurt. Okay, 500 grams of milk for 2 liters of yogurt. Okay, so we've measured the 500 grams of milk. Okay, so next thing we are going to be doing is to sterilize all our equipments. Okay, we are going to be sterilizing all our equipments, and for sterilization we need to use hot water. Please, what type of milk? Ellen. Okay, I'm using lacto-rich milk. Okay, I'm using lacto-rich milk for this production. Desire, hi, thank you for joining, Desire. Ellen, I hope I've answered your question. Okay, someone is saying hello, where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria. Ellen, okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, having said that, then I always use sachet water for my productions. Okay, I use sachet water for making my yogurt, and that is because you need sterilized water. Thank you so much. Greetings from Turkey. Thank you. Greetings from Nigeria. We are making yogurt. Okay, I don't know if this is how you guys do it in Turkey, but this is basically one of the ways we do it in Nigeria. So thank you for joining. Okay, so like I said, I'm using sachet water because you require sterilized water for yogurt production, just to make sure that there is no germs that you are introducing to your production. Okay, so the best and the most economical way I can get sterilized water is to go for sachet water, because the producers has already sterilized it. Okay, so I hope um now you know the reason I use sterilized water. Okay, so I'm just going to pack all my water out. Okay, because my work surface is quite small. Okay, so we don't want to just exhaust all the surface with water. So I'm just going to set that aside while we continue. So I'm just going to shift this away, and basically, okay, I think it's very important to say this. Basically, for yogurt production there are three basic things that you need for yogurt productions, and the first and foremost is your milk. Okay, and I'm using lacto-rich milk. I've already answered that. Okay, I'm using lacto-rich milk. You need your milk, you need a starter culture, and your starter culture is basically any Greek yogurt. Some people also use normal yogurt, but I always use Greek yogurt. I advise Greek yogurt. Any Greek yogurt that have live cultures, so you can see it. So when choosing your starter, always look at the ingredients. Okay, when you go to the ingredients, um you will see the content of it. So look out for starter cultures, life culture. Some people will say life culture, some people say active cultures, some people will go further to name the cultures. You will see something like L bacillus, something something stracoctus. So those are some really tough botanical, will I say botanical names are or zoological names I've really not paid attention to. Okay, so you need your starter culture, you need your milk, and then you need sterilized water. Okay, you need sterilized water. Those are the basic things. Those are the basic things that you need for your yogurt production. Just three. It's very, very simple. As simple as that, and you're already on your way to making one of the best yogurts that you can think of. Then after production, you can now start talking about other things that you need for sweeteners. So before we go into sweetening, we'll first produce. Okay, so I'm just taking my time because the water for the sterilization is still on heat. Okay, so it just got heated now, so I'm just going to dive into the sterilization proper. Okay, we are just going to dive right into the sterilization proper. Okay, I'm at the other side trying to get the water ready. Okay, so the water is ready now, so I'm just going to shift these other ones aside. You also need a measuring scale, very, very important. There is no yogurt production without a measuring scale. Okay, so you can see the equipment for making yogurts is very, very, is something that you can basically find in your kitchen. Okay, something that you can basically find in your kitchen. Okay, so I have my sieve. If you've been following my teachings, you would already know what you need for yogurt production. So this is the way I sterilize all my equipment before production. Just run uh boiling water. So this water is actually very hot. Okay, just run it through each and every one of the equipment that you will be using for your production. Okay, so you need the water to be boiling hot. Once it gets to boiling temperature, you just take it off, and then you go further to sterilize all your equipment. Okay, go further to sterilize all your equipment. Okay, and then there's the last one. So if you have any questions on yogurt production, you can ask me. Maybe you're just coming now and you don't even know where we started from. Drop it in the comments. I would attend to you. I will tell you what we've done so far so that you can catch up with us. Okay, so immediately after sterilization, the next step you should be looking at is your measurement. Okay, measurement. So yogurt production in yogurt production, accurate measurements can never ever ever be overemphasized. Okay, your measurements has to be very, very accurate and concise. Okay, and that is why you need a measuring scale. Okay, you need this kitchen scale. Okay, there are cheaper ones, there are more cheaper ones than this one, so just try as much as possible to get one for yourself. Okay, and it's very, very easy to use, very simple to use. Okay, so I'm just going to measure the water, and for 2 liters of yogurt we are using 500 grams of milk, and then we are going to be using 1500 grams of water. Okay, then what you will note is that you will divide the water into two. Okay, you will divide the water into two. The first half will be boiled while the second half would be normal. Okay, so having said that, let's measure out the first one, which is the boiled one, so that we can start boiling it immediately. Okay, and remember, this time around what we need is 750. That's half of 1500. So we need exactly 750. This is it, 750 grams. So I'm just going to turn this into my kettle, and then I will start boiling it immediately. Okay, so I'm going to transfer this into my kettle and start boiling. So you boil that until it is very hot, like boiling point. Okay, so if you have any questions while the water is boiling, you can ask in the comment section. And if you're just joining, hello, this is Chef Anna from Nigeria. We are making yogurt. I don't know for other countries, we have someone from Turkey here. So if this is the way you people make your yogurt in Turkey, can I see it in the comment section? And if you're Nigerian and this is the way you make yours, I also want to see it in the comment section. Okay, so just note the steps that I use. And like I said, someone actually asked this question, and that is why we had to go live to answer it. Okay, so I prefer answering people's questions live so that they can see that, okay, this is actually possible, this is how we do it. Okay, so ordinarily, I actually mix my milk with normal room temperature water. But then someone asked a very intelligent question, and the person said, okay, instead of mixing your milk with room temperature water, can you mix it with hot water and then introduce room temperature water instead of mixing with room temperature water and introducing the hot water? So the truth is that I've never tried it upside down before. I would call that upside down because that's not the way I'm used to. Okay, so I've never tried it this way, but some other person in the comment section said, okay, I do this and I actually do it whichever way, and they both come out fine. Okay, and that prompted this. Okay, so I actually want to see for myself, I want to know for myself, and I want to teach you guys that, okay, if this is possible, let's do it. If it's not possible, at the end we will all see the result. Okay, so right about now, the water is boiling behind. So while that is happening, let's just measure the second water, which is also 750 grams of water. So this one we are measuring now, we are not going to be boiling it. Okay, so if you're here, comment so that we can give you a shout out. Okay, we always give shout outs whenever we are live, but we can't give you a shout out if we don't know your name. So when you comment, we see your name and then we can give you a shout out. Okay, so we want 750. We want 750. Oh, okay, we are just one ahead. So we are one ahead. I'm just going to scoop a little. So I'm just going to be scooping it a little until I get exactly 750. So like I said, in yogurt production, accurate measurement matters a lot. Okay, accurate measurement matters a lot. So guys, I want to know you. My name is Chef Anna. May I know you? Drop it in the comment section. So I'm just going to pour this one into this plate and set it aside because I'm going to be using the larger bowl. I'm going to be using this one to mix. Okay, so Ellen, You're welcome. Desire, you're welcome. Our friend from Turkey, you're welcome. Every other person, I really want to know you. So drop it in the comment section. Drop a hi, a hello. At least with that, we can know your name and we can give you a shout out, okay? So um our water has boiled now. I'm going to be bringing it. So the water is boiled. So like I said, I haven't tried out this method before. So you can see the smoke from this. That's to show you how hot the water is. We've already measured this water and it weighs 750 grams. Okay. Precious. Precious, you're welcome. We are making yogurt, Precious. Shout out to you, Precious, from Chef Anna. Thank you for engaging with us. Okay, so if you're here to get a shout out, it's because we don't know your name. So please drop it in the comment section. So right about now, we are going to be mixing in the milk and the water. So like I said, ordinarily, I actually I actually use the room temperature to mix the milk and then introduce the hot water. But today we are doing it the other way around because someone asked. And because I have your best interest at heart, I would always come true for you with answers, okay? So I hope the person that asked this question is live watching this with us. Because it will be so heartbreaking that you ask a question and you're not in class when the question was answered. So guys, I actually think this method works because I think the milk actually dissolves very fast. But we'll still sieve it though. Let's see the quantity of lumps that we will get from this. So guys, I can see a lot of you online watching with us. Please don't be ghost watchers. We want to know you, want to interact with you. Okay, so do us the honors to drop a comment so that we can give you a shout out. Okay, so once you drop a comment, we'll see your name and then we'll shout out to you. And you can even go a step further to hit that thumbs up, give us a like. So we are actually making yogurt, if you're wondering, homemade yogurt, and we are using lacto-rich milk, very creamy. To me, this is the best milk to use for your yogurt. So right about now, we are introducing the room temperature water. Okay, so we just introduced the room temperature water. So guys, in yogurt production, the two things or the three things that you should pay attention to are your starter, the starter you are choosing, the temperature, and then accurate measurement. Okay, because even if your starter is good, your measurement is accurate, but your temperature timing is wrong, you would never get a good yogurt. Okay, so your temperature needs to be at the right place. Okay, so I see Kahid. Is that Kahid? Good evening. Good evening. So I'm just going to dip my fingers to make sure that it's in the right temperature. So you just dip your fingers and try to count to 10. If it doesn't burn you, actually this burns. Okay, so you can see that the milk is actually hot. Okay, so while we wait for it to cool down, we are just going to sieve this. Okay, so we are just going to sieve this. So after mixing comes sieving. Why do you sieve? Whoa, I wasn't paying attention to this. So you actually sieve to get rid of lumps from your milk that may have not dissolved during the sieving. Okay, so this is why you sieve. You can see this is the reason why you sieve. So when making yogurt, please do not skip the sieving process. Is very, very important. You don't want to have lumpy milks in your yogurts. Okay, you don't want to have lumpy milk in your yogurts. So you want everything to be nice and creamy. Okay, so having sieved that, I'm just going to transfer the milk back into this bowl because, guys, this is too full. Let me just start from the let me start from this one. You can see how creamy this milk is. Samuel, welcome. Thank you for joining. We are glad to have you. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I thought this one would pop, but it didn't even pop. But this one now disappointed us, but it's all fine. You are welcome. Thank you for joining us. We are making yogurt at home. Okay, if you've been meaning to learn how to make homemade yogurt, this is how we do it in Nigeria. So for this, you're just going to set it aside for the temperature to cool before you now proceed to add your starter. Like I said, temperature is one of the key things in yogurt making. Okay, so if your temperature should fluctuate and drop beyond normal, it's going to affect your yogurt, both the texture, and in extreme cases your yogurt will not form at all. But in mild cases it might just form, but it will not be too thick as it should. Okay, so if you're with us, can you drop a comment so that I can know you're understanding? Because since you're not asking questions, it means you're understanding. At least show me you're understanding. Probably drop a heart, a love in the comment section so I can know that you're following and you're understanding. Okay, so this is the milk right here. I'm just waiting for it to cool, and this is my culture or my starter. Okay, so I love using Greek yogurts. And one thing to note while you are choosing your starter is that whatever your starter contains will be transferred to your yogurt. Okay, so whatever nutritional facts you're seeing here is going to be transferred to my yogurt. You can see the energy, the calorie is just 52. It has up to 12 grams of protein per serving. The carbohydrate is just 2 grams. Minerals, sugar, so whatever is here is going to be transferred to my yogurt. Okay, so and I made sure to choose a starter with high protein, no preservatives, and it is 100% natural. Okay, so when you go to the store to buy starters, even if you don't see this exact one that I'm using, this is the name Mitch and K Greek yogurt, low fat. You can see. So even if you don't get this exact starter that I'm using, at least you know what to look out for. So if you're on a weight loss journey, this would do just well for your yogurt production. But if you're on a weight gain journey, you can look for other starters with high carbohydrates content, high calories, stuff like that. So whatever your intentions are is what will guide you in choosing your own starter. Okay, and this is the texture of this yogurt. So it would also affect the texture of mine. Okay, so for these 2 liters of yogurt, guys, if you're with us, please drop a heart so that I would know that okay, you're understanding. Okay, I would really want to know if you're understanding. And if you have a question, please don't hesitate to ask your questions in the comment section. Someone already asked the name of the milk I'm using. The name is lacto rich milk, and it's very, very economical. Tastes very, very good. Okay, so for this quantity of yogurt, that is 2 liters. For these 2 liters, I'll be needing 5 tablespoons of my favorite starter culture. How many is here now? Was anyone counting with me? I'm not sure it's 4 or 5. Is anyone there? Was anyone counting? Is it 4 or is it 5? Okay, so I'm waiting for your response. Was someone counting? Was it 4 or 5? So I'm actually aiming at 5. But if it's 4, then I want 5. And if it's 5 already, because I wasn't counting and I don't know how many I've put here, to be at the safer side, I rather have more than less. Okay, so rather have more than less. Okay, and I'm just going to cover this up for my next production. So this can produce 1 liter extra. Oh, someone just replied now. It's 5. Okay, I already added extra one. So we have 6 instead of 5. It's all fine, okay? You rather have more than less, okay? So right about now, we're going to be checking our yogurts, okay? So there are 2 ways to check the temperature of your yogurt, okay? You can either drop it at the back of your palm and check the sensation on your palm, okay? Otherwise, you can dip a finger and count to 10. So at this point, the temperature is quite okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is just to dilute. Why am I just wasting this milk? Milk is expensive, oh guys. Don't be like me when you're doing your own, please. Sharon, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. So you can see what I'm doing. So you just want to add a little bit of your milk into your starter, and then you're now going to introduce everything back into this place. So like I said, in yogurt production, temperature is key. Okay, so you want, at this point now, once you've introduced your starter, what you're aiming at is to retain this temperature from start to finish. Okay, so you're just going to mix everything in. Sharon, hi. So you're just going to mix everything in like I am doing here. If you have any question, you can ask. Then confirm the temperature. So at this point, the temperature, everything is in check. So once you've gotten up to this point, all you want to do right now is to maintain this temperature. Okay, so I'm just going to cover this up. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm just I'm trying to get a nylon to wrap that up. Okay. So this is it. How many kg of milk are you using? Okay, I'm using just 500 grams. It's not up to 1 kg, just 500 grams. And that is because I want to make 2 liters of yogurt only. So 1 kg would make you 4 liters of yogurt. 500 grams like I'm using would make you 2 liters of yogurt. So you can go on and multiplying. Hi, where are you from? Lost boy. I'm from Nigeria. So Precious, I hope that answered your question. I'm using 500 grams and we are aiming at making 2 liters of yogurt. So once you've tied, okay, hello, welcome, thank you for joining. He's from India, thank you for joining. So this is it. So right about now, you just want this yogurt to retain this temperature until 18 hours later. Okay, so we are going to incubate this right now. We are going to incubate this right now. And for your incubation, the simplest way to incubate your yogurt at home is to follow these steps I'm going to show you. So I'm going to be showing you the simple way I incubate my yogurt at home, okay? So this is it. Whoa, thank you so much, Lost Boy. He said I subscribed and also liked. Thank you so much. So you guys should follow Lost Boy's footsteps by subscribing and also liking. So you just need to, this is all you need to do. So this is just it. Just wrap it up, okay? Wrap it up, okay? So you can see what I'm doing. Your behavior is too good, nice. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for that. I'm humbled. So at this point, all you need is just to stuff this up, stuff it up as much as you can. Okay, just to retain the temperature. And then you're going to cover this up. Okay, as you've covered it up now, the next thing is to incubate. Okay, so I'm just going to incubate this. It's already incubating. Okay, so right about now, all I want to do is to keep it at my kitchen counter where no one is going to shake it, because for this process henceforth it shouldn't be interrupted. Okay, it shouldn't be interrupted. Said, well, in my country people are very terrifying, but you guys, like, you are very nice. Whoa, guys, help me say thank you to Lord's Boy. I feel so honored. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your kind words. Sincerely, I don't take them for granted. Thank you so much for your kind words, Love Boy. Thank you. So if you're wondering what I'm doing behind the camera, I'm just trying to keep this yogurt inside my kitchen cabinet where I'm going to be incubating it for the next 18 hours uninterrupted. Okay, we are going to incubate it for the next 18 hours uninterrupted. Okay, so this is it. Everything is nice and done. If you have any questions, please ask your questions. This is the best time to ask whatever questions you have in mind. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up and waiting for your questions and comments. Okay, before we go off. Okay, no worries, you guys are way better than my country people. Wow, thank you. I'm glad you feel that way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I don't even know how to say thank you. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel so honored. So, he said for you. Thank you, thank you. This is me waving at you. Thank you. Okay, so back to our yogurt. Once you've incubated it, once you've kept it nice and secure, the next thing you want to do is to come back to your timer. We are human, we forget. Okay, so you just want to set your timer to the next 18 hours. So over here in Nigeria, it's about 6 minutes past 8. Okay, so 18 hours from now would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that should be around 2 p.m. Okay, 2 p.m. Nigeria time. I will be checking on this yogurt. So depending on my schedule, I might come live again by 2 p.m. Nigerian time tomorrow. Okay, so once I've done that, I'll just save this alarm. So you can see, because I delayed, it showed 17 hours 59 minutes. I delayed for a minute before saving it. So you can see this is the alarm, 2:06 p.m. Nigerian time tomorrow. So depending on my schedule, I might be online. Okay, so but if I'm not, I would still show you guys the end product of what we just did today. Okay, so if you have any questions concerning yogurt production, I'm all yours now. Ask your questions while I do my cleanup. The 18 hours is based on the quantity of the milk. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Even if it's 1 liter that you are doing, so far you are making Greek yogurt. Well, some people actually incubate less than 18 hours. I've seen some people do 7, I've seen some people do 15, I've seen some people do 10, you know. But for me, I believe that the longer you incubate, although people say if you incubate for long, that the yogurt will be tangy in taste. But for me, ever since I've been making yogurt and ever since I started using this starter, I incubate for long and my yogurt does not have a tangy taste. Okay, so I incubate for long, but my yogurt does not have a tangy taste. And the longer you incubate, the thicker your yogurt gets. Okay, so I always incubate for 18 hours. Lost boy, will you come live tomorrow? I will join your live tomorrow. Oh, okay. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Actually, my schedule for tomorrow is very tight. So it all depends. So since you've subscribed, just do well to turn on the notification bell so that if eventually I come live tomorrow, you would get notified. Okay, so the best answer to your question is please turn on your notification bell. I have a very tight schedule for tomorrow, so eventually if I come live and your notification is on, you will be notified. Okay, so just do well to turn on your notification. That would just solve the problem so that you can meet me online if I'm online. Okay, if you are not comfortable, then no problem. No, 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 it doesn't have to do about it's not about being comfortable. Okay, it's just my schedule. Okay, so I have a lot to clear up tomorrow. So my coming live tomorrow is under probability. Okay, it's on probability. So I hope I answered you lot, boy. Thank you so much. You've been quite engaging. Today's love goes to Love Boy for being so conversational, and also to my dear Sharon. Thank you, thank you, thank you for engaging. I guess you both have the highest comment in today's life. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted, okay? So I'm just behind. I'm here, oh, I'm just behind doing my dishes and clearing up, okay? It's one thing to cook and another thing to do the dishes. Okay, last boy said, okay, thanks. Now is my study time. I have to go. Thank you. Thank you. I wish you a great time studying, okay? You understand all you are reading, okay? And if you're still in school, I pray you succeed in all your endeavors, okay? Success in your exams if you're reading for an exam. Let me be the first to wish you success in your exams, okay? But if you're just studying randomly, then all the best. Whatever reason. Okay, bye. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining and for engaging, okay? I really, really do appreciate that. And if I'm live tomorrow, I hope you turn on your notifications so that you'll be notified. I would really love to see you again tomorrow. I would really, really love to see you again tomorrow if I finally come live, okay? So you'll be the first person I'll give my shout out to for coming live 2 consecutive days with us, okay? Guys, how do you guys can someone tell me how to cook without doing dishes? Okay, I'm the national player of my club. Wow. I'm a footballer. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, Sharon is saying, what if you want to do the culture by yourself? Live boy, wow. 11 years old. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you for joining. Success, okay? You're gonna play well. See you. Bye. My regards to your parents or guidance. Bye. Okay, Sharon, what if you want to do the culture by yourself? You can do the culture by yourself. All you need is some slices of lemon, okay? But for me, the taste no rich, okay? So the taste is not like using an already made starter base, okay? So instead of going through that stress, just buy your starter. And plus, if you are using the starter that you made by yourself, after making the first one, okay, I will try. I'll really try to join you in tomorrow's live. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So for Sharon that is asking, if you want to make it, if you want to make your starter yourself, it's good. You can, okay. All you need is milk, water, and then you need some slices of lemon, okay. You need some slices of lemon. Then the process is just the way you've seen, but at the point where I introduce my starter, what you would do is just to drop the slices of lemon in there, and some people even add pepper. Some people add pepper, so I don't like that pattern. So I don't even go through that route, sincerely. This container of this my starter container, I buy it for 4,150, and I use it to make 5 liters of yogurt max, okay. I use it to make 5 liters of yogurt, okay. So it's better for me, oh, it's better for me. Now what you have to note when you're using, you want to do it yourself, is that that first batch, just like you've incubated yogurt now, if it comes out, supposing that what is there is the culture you're making yourself, once it comes out, you're going to just scoop, let's say 3 to 4 spoons, or maybe as much as you need, depending on the quantity you need. You just scoop as much as possible, and then if you want to use all, you can. Okay, so if I say scoop, let it not be as if others are useless. So you're going to remove the lemon, whip up the yogurt that formed, and then you will use it to produce another batch. You see, I hope you are getting me. If you are getting me, put it. Can you show me Nigerian money, please? I want to see it. Okay, I will do that right away. So Sharon, I hope you can still hear me. So once you finish the first batch, what you're going to do is that you are going to use it and make another batch, because the first batch will really really taste awful. Okay, the taste will be so awful. So you want to use that batch and make another batch. So after that batch, the third one is now where you can use it for real. Okay, so lost boy, this is Nigerian currency. So this is 200 naira, what it looks like. This is 200 naira. This is the new 500 naira. We have old and new. So this is the new 500 naira. And then this is the old 500 naira. Okay. Okay, Sharon said yes. Okay. So this is what our money look like. There is 1,000 naira. I don't have it handy now. Okay, just like the 500 naira has old and new, the 1,000 naira also have old and new. Then this is the new 200 naira. I don't think the old one is still in existence. We have 100 naira, we have 50 naira, and the likes. Okay, thanks for showing the money now. Bye, have a great time. Okay, so I just show someone Nigerian currency. It's fine. Okay, so Sharon, any other question? Sharon, any other question? I'm all ears. So instead of going through that stress, okay, Sharon, now let me say something also to answer your question. So imagine doing the first one, let's say incubated, even if it's 8 hours, okay, but the longer the thicker, okay, and then the better. So let's say you want to supply yogurt to a client, and you need to make your starter from the scratch. You will incubate the first one, and then use it to make the second one, which will now taste better, and then you can now use it to make the third one, or you can stop at the second one depending on your preference on the taste. Okay, but it's just that it tastes better as you redo. Okay, so the first one is definitely going to taste very bad. Okay, the first one is going to taste very very bad. So you will do it again, that one is for sure. So instead of just buying and doing your yogurt once and for all, you will now have to take like 3 days before you finally do your yogurt. So I hope with this following and few points of mine, I have convinced you and not confused you that buying your starter is the way. And even if you do it 5 times before you use it, it will never taste as good as this. Okay, so I keep talking about this because this is what I use and what gives me the. I've tried other ones in time past, but since I discovered this, I got stuck. Okay, so Precious, once you tell me you have no other questions, then I'll be good to go. Lost boy has already said his bye. He's satisfied. He has seen Nigerian money. He has seen Nigerian money. He's satisfied and he's off. So Sharon, once you confirm that, okay, thank you, you've answered all my question, I can now go off. So Sharon, you're the one keeping us. Okay, I want to confirm that you're clear, but if you have another questions, please ask. Okay, if you have any other question, please ask. I'm here for you. Okay, I'm just going to give you 5 minutes. If I don't hear from you, then I'll assume that you are satisfied already and you've logged out. So count down with me. Count down with me, guys. If it's 5 minutes and we don't hear from her, we assume that she's satisfied and she has moved on. Okay. Okay, she said thank you. I will try tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much. I'm glad you joined and you got value for your time. I really, really, really appreciate everyone that joined us today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us. So, see you tomorrow by God's grace. I'm not sure. It all depends on my schedule. Okay, so but if I was able, or if I'm able to, you know, map out time around that 2:06, then I'll be live. Okay, but ensure to join. So see you. Bye.